Hello friends, myself Dr. Khushbu Bavsar. Welcome to Sri Swaminarayan Physiotherapy College YouTube channel. Today I am going to discuss the very commonest condition of the ankle joint, which is heel pain. Before I start with my presentation, I would like all the viewers to like, share and subscribe our YouTube channel for the latest upcoming videos. First is introduction about the ankle joint. It is a unique structure. It sustains large weight bearing stresses. The arch is supported by muscles, ligaments, aponeurosis, shape of bones help in various functions. The commonest causes of heel pain, which is plantar fasciitis, retrocalcaneal bursitis, calcaneal spur, fat pad atrophy, epiphysetis of calcaneum and plantar fibromatosis. Today we are going to discuss about first 2 to 3 conditions of heel pain. Before we start our condition, first we discuss about what is plantar fascia. The plantar fascia is the thick connective tissue which supports the arch on the bottom of the foot. It runs from the tuberosity of the calcaneus forward to the head of the metatarsal bones. It is composed of 3 segments. Which are these 3 segments? It is thickening in medial part of plantar aponeurosis. Second is thickening in lateral part of plantar aponeurosis. And third segment is central part of plantar aponeurosis. The central part is divided in digital slabs and it is connected by transverse band. First we discuss about what is plantar fasciitis. Plantar fasciitis is a painful foot condition caused by inflammation of insertion of the plantar fascia on the medial process of the calcaneal tuberosity. Etiology or symptoms of plantar fasciitis: obesity, flat foot, prolonged standing, decreased ankle dorsiflexion, congenital pes cavus or pes planus, ankylosing spondylitis, weight bearing activity like dancing or running, fat pad atrophy, tight calf muscles and improper footwear. Pathophysiology of plantar fasciitis: chronic overuse leads to micro tears in the origin of the plantar fascia and repetitive trauma leads to recurrent inflammation and periostitis. Which are the clinical features of plantar fasciitis? Sharp heel pain, insidious onset, often when the first getting out of bed, may prefer to walk on toes. Worse at the end of the day after prolonged standing, and it is relieved by ambulation. It is common on bilateral side, especially when person suffering from plantar fasciitis gets pain when steps foot forward first time in morning after night sleep. Tender to palpation at medial tuberosity of calcaneus. Dorsiflexion of the toes and foot increases may increase the tenderness with palpation. These are the causes: pain under the heel, severe pain and inability to walk in the morning after getting from sleep, same pain in heel after sitting for long time and getting up to walk. Pain gets better after taking few steps. Worsening of pain after prolonged standing or walking. The second condition is posterior heel pain. It is also known as retrocalcaneal bursitis. It is inflammation of the bursa between the anterior aspect of the Achilles and posterior aspect of the calcaneus. It is common in young patient. Which are the clinical features? Pain localized to anterior and 2 to 3 cm proximal to the Achilles tendon insertion, like seen in picture. Tenderness and prominence on medial and lateral to tendon. Midline swelling present at shoe counter. Dorsiflexion of foot increases the pain. Bony prominence at the Achilles tendon. Investigation of the retrocalcaneal bursitis is radiograph. In radiograph, you are showing bony prominence near the insertion of Achilles tendon. Third condition is calcaneal spur. It is a spike of bone at the anterior edge of the calcaneal tuberosity, usually medially or posteriorly. What are the etiology of calcaneal spur? It is repeated attack of plantar fasciitis, repeated trauma, or ill-fitting footwear. Clinical features of calcaneal spur is pain over ball of foot, tenderness on plantar aspect of heel, and swelling at attachment of plantar fascia. Investigation of the calcaneal spur is radiograph. In radiograph, showing bony spike arising from calcaneals. Treatment of three of these conditions or heel pain. Basic aim behind the physiotherapy management of plantar fasciitis is to relieve the pain and inflammation that exist in the plantar fascia, to strengthen the muscle that are surrounding a plantar region, to improve the walking pattern and prevent further trauma that is happening, and fourth is modify the lifestyle in the way that injury is not reoccurring over and over again. For the treatment of heel pain, you are using the footwear modification in form of shoe inserts, which are silicone gel pads or wedges. How they can help? They are reduces the stress or strain pain over the plantar fascia region. For the pain relief, you can use electrotherapy modalities like ultrasound, TENS and IFT. You can use contrast bath fermentation at your home also, in which cold and cold water therapy are there. How to do this exercise? Keep your foot inside hot water for 3 minutes and in cold water for 1 minute. Do this exercise for 20 minutes. Start with the exercise with hot water and end this exercise also with hot water. Repeat this exercise for 3 times a day. Next treatment is plantar fascia stretching. How to do this exercise? Sit in a chair and cross one foot over your other knee. Grab the base of your toe and pull them back towards your leg until you feel a comfortable stretch. Hold this position for 30 seconds and relax it. Repeat this exercise for 3 to 4 times. Next is resisted ankle movement, in which 4 different exercises are there. First is ankle dorsiflexion. For this exercise, tie one end of elastic band or TheraBand to the bottom part of the table and other end to your foot. Sit on the floor with exercise leg is straight and other leg is bent from knee. Slowly flex your foot and pull your toes towards you and relax foot. Repeat it for 10 times. Second exercise is ankle plantar flexion. For this exercise, sit on floor with one leg bent from the knee and other leg is straight on floor. Loop the band around the front of your foot and hold both ends with your hands. Point your toes slowly forward and then back. Repeat it for 10 times. Third exercise is ankle inversion. For this, sit on chair and loop the band around the front of your foot and hold both ends with your hand, moving only your ankle and keep your toes pointed up. Turn your foot inward so the sole is facing your other leg. Hold it for 2 seconds and return to relax. Repeat it for 10 times. And the last exercise is ankle eversion. For this exercise, sit in chair, loop the band around your leg, keep your leg is in straight position, slowly push your affected foot outwards against band and away from the foot without rotate your leg, and repeat it for 10 times. Next is calf muscle stretching. How it is done? Stand near a wall with one foot in front of the other. Front knee is slightly bent. Keep your back knee straight, your heel on ground and lean towards the wall. Feel the stretch all along the calf of your back leg. Hold this position for 20 to 30 seconds and repeat this exercise for 3 to 4 times. Next is walking on lateral side of foot. The name suggests it. For this exercise, walk on your lateral side of foot and do it for 10 times. Next is toe curling. For this, sit on chair and drop the towel on the ground and pick up the towel with your toes. Release it and repeat this exercise for 10 times. Next exercise is calf raise exercise. For that, stand behind the chair or any support and raise your body up onto your toes and hold it for 5 to 10 seconds. Then slowly lower down yourself. Repeat this exercise for 10 to 15 times. Next exercise is towel stretching exercise. For this, sit with the back supported in your long sitting position. Loop a towel around your toes and pull it towards your body. Keep your legs straight. Hold this position for 20 to 30 seconds and then relax. Repeat this exercise for 3 to 4 times. Thank you.